Hi everyone, and welcome to my indie review vlog, the show that gives you spoiler-free reviews of indie films. My name is Asaf Angel from MyIndie Productions, and today I'll be reviewing 2018's drama thriller feature film Silence, written and directed by my indie featured artist, US indie filmmaker Todd Braley. Thank you, Todd, for sharing your film with us. Our story begins in a light-spirited atmosphere revolving around Katelyn, a young 20-something woman portrayed by Elizabeth Larsen and her circle of loving friends and family. Katelyn is at the prime of her life. She has a full-time job providing customer service at a financial firm. She has three very close girlfriends who work with her, Jenna, Tasha, and Liz, played by Bree Frank, Emily Dodson, and Mandy Mora, and a loving father, Danny, played by John Briner. We understand fairly quickly that Katelyn's mother has long since passed away and that her father is still working through his grief and has not yet moved on. Despite Katelyn and her father's loss, Katelyn is introduced as a cheerful girl full of life and positive energy. She's teased among her friends as the most conservative one, refraining from sex before marriage as an ideology, somewhat of an antithesis of her friend Jenna, who goes out with different guys and parties on a regular basis. Life seems to be going great, and Katelyn is even beginning to form a romantic relationship with Tony, a sweet, kind-hearted young man from her workplace, played by Ethan Blashford. Suddenly, the tone violently shifts when Katelyn gets brutally raped and severely beaten in her own home by an unknown perpetrator. From that moment on, Katelyn and her loved ones are plunged into an abyss that marks the beginning of a long and grueling journey to overcome the mental issues that stem from such an extreme trauma. It is clear that Todd focused almost entirely on the trauma rather than the injustice element. The attack unhinges young Katelyn's mental stability, so he has us, the viewers, feel its impact by investing a substantial portion of the story in the exposition. He wants us to see how great and innocent things were in her life, so we would get a better understanding of what was taken from her. The exposition has us relating to the characters and invested in their lives, especially Katelyn's life, so to allow us to engage with her character on a deeper level when the tone shifts. When it shifts, Braley has us experience the ripple effect on not only Katelyn herself, but her friends and family as well. The attack hits like a hand grenade and throws everyone off keel. They all try to reconnect with Katelyn in her delicate state, but are left helpless as it seems that the Katelyn they all know and love is no more. Instead, they and we experience an unstable Katelyn burdened with stress, anger, and trust issues. To me, it felt like the purpose of the film was mainly to educate us on the severity of its subject matter. Todd built two worlds, one from either side of the pivotal event, to further amplify the sense of loss, in this case, the loss of innocence. The design felt to help us get a glimpse of just how deep and wide rape affects its victims and their loved ones, and just how long and hard the recovery process is. From a filmmaking perspective, the story felt very literal with little room for subtext or additional layers in it. The scene structure and dialogue were fairly straight and to the point. Characters say exactly what they mean, and almost all the information is conveyed through dialogue. It is as if the film was solely made to serve its subject matter, using a cautionary tale for educative purposes. Braley demonstrated impressive production capabilities for an indie film with multiple characters and locations. He created relatable character arcs for most characters, and even though the level of the story's refinement can be argued upon, Todd succeeded in engaging his viewers with the subject matter. Strangely, for such a serious subject matter, the thing this film has really going for it is charm. Its wholesome and in some ways naive nature is endearing. I did feel that the film could have done with a serious trim from its 1 hour and 45 minutes running time. Having said that, most production shortcomings are forgivable, as by the end of the film I was drawn into the story and have come to care about its characters. That alone is no mean feat. Silence gets a 7 out of 10 on the Look at Me, I'm a Film Critic scale. The film's available for purchase on the Real House Distribution website, link below. Until next time, keep supporting indie film, watch, share, spread the word. My name is Asaf Angel. I thank you for tuning into my indie review vlog. I'll see you next Thursday.